You've seen this shot. We all have. This is the Croatia they sell you, the Mediterranean as it once was. A safe, affordable paradise where you can live out your King's Landing fantasy for pennies on the euro. And this is the reality in 2025. Croatia isn't just discovered anymore, it has been consumed. The cheap kuna is dead, replaced by the euro, and with it came a greedy little phenomenon the locals call Greedflation. That €1.20 coffee you read about in 2019 blogs, it's gone. Try €2.50. In Dubrovnik, try €5. But the price tag isn't the real black pill here. It's the vibe shift. While you're worried about the cost of an espresso, the ground beneath you has changed. In late 2024, the safety narrative cracked. We aren't just talking about pickpockets anymore. We're talking about a specific, targeted hostility that most travel vloggers are too scared to mention. If you look like me, you might be fine. But if you don't, you need to know what happened in Split last November. Welcome to the deep dive. Let's talk numbers. Specifically, let's talk about the euro shock. Since the switch, prices on essentials didn't just nudge up, they jumped 15 to 30% overnight. Locals call it invisible theft. You'll call it, why is my grocery bill higher here than in Berlin? Milk is over €1. Eggs are $2.50. But the real killer isn't the grocery store. It's the housing market. And this is where the bureaucracy weaponizes itself against you. You find a listing like this. Luxury one-bedroom, Zagreb center. Asking price, €800. You think, okay, I can do that. But then you ask the magic question. You ask, can I register my residence here? If the landlord hesitates or says no, run. To get your residency permit, you need a registered contract. In Croatia, this is called Solemnizacija. It's a notarized confirmation that makes the contract legally binding and tax liable for the landlord. Many landlords are dodging taxes. They will happily take your cash, but they won't sign the paper that allows you to stay in the country legally. You pay the rent, you apply for the visa, and then you get rejected because your contract is a worthless piece of paper in the eyes of the MUP police station. And if you're on the coast, Split, Zadar, Dubrovnik, watch out for the May eviction. Your long-term lease often has a hidden expiration date, May 1st. Why? Because they can charge a tourist €200 a night for the same bed they charged you €200 a week for. If you don't read the fine print, you'll be homeless by summer. Now, let's address the violence. For years, Croatia was the safest place in Europe. For the white crypto bro avatar, it mostly still is. But if you fall into the non-white nomad avatar, the rules have changed. In November 2024, Split saw a coordinated series of attacks in a single night. Local nationalists targeted foreign delivery workers, Nepalese and Indians. Why does this matter to you, the expat? Because at 2 a.m., a group of drunk ultras doesn't check your bank account to see if you're a wealthy expat or a worker. They just see an outsider. But the threat that targets everyone, regardless of race, is financial violence. Specifically, the champagne extortion in Hvar and high-end split clubs. Here is the mechanic. You meet two friendly locals. They invite you to a club. You order a round. The menu is intentionally confusing. You think you're ordering a €50 round. You're actually ordering bottle service, priced at €2,000. When the bill comes, the friends vanish. The bouncers do not. They will march you to an ATM. The police will call it a civil dispute because you drank the liquid. You didn't get roofied with scopolamine. You got roofied by the fine print. It's not about being paranoid. It's about knowing who you are in their ecosystem. Are you a guest or are you prey? If the street thugs don't break you, the administrative state will. Welcome to the MUP, the Ministry of Interior. Locals call the people behind these counters Uhljebs, bread eaters. It's a slur for parasitic bureaucrats who got their jobs through nepotism, not competence. They are the gatekeepers of your freedom, and they are armed with the deadliest weapon in the Balkans, the bank statement audit. The Digital Nomad visa is marketed as a turnkey solution. In 2025, it is a surveillance trap. You think they just want to see that you earn €2,539 a month. No, they want to see how it lands. If your income hits your account via P2P crypto transfers or inconsistent wires from LLCs that you clearly own, you are flagged. The MUP officer wants to see a salary. If you look like a freelancer laundering money, the application hangs in limbo. You won't get a rejection letter, you just get ghosted by the state until your tourist visa expires and you're forced to leave. And while you sit in that waiting room, the clock is ticking toward the 183-day guillotine. This is the tax trap. Croatia operates on a strict tax residency rule. The moment you stay for 6 months and a day, you become a tax resident on your worldwide income. Not just what you remit to Croatia, everything. Your stock portfolio in New York? Taxable. Your dividends in London? Taxable. And don't think you can hide. The Porezna Uprava is fully integrated with the EU's data sharing protocols. In 2025, they are aggressive. They will send a bill for the difference between your home tax rate and their rate. If you don't have a watertight double taxation treaty, and specifically the certificate of tax residence from your home country to prove you paid there, you are walking into a financial slaughterhouse. So, looking at the violence in Split, the greedflation in Dubrovnik, and the bureaucracy in Zagreb, who actually survives? Let's render the verdicts. First, the crypto bro. If you are the crypto trader, Croatia is arguably the last great citadel in Europe, if you understand the 2-year rule. Here is the alpha. Capital gains tax on crypto is 0%. Zero. But only if you hold the asset for more than 2 years. If you are a high-frequency day trader using FIFO accounting, you will get wrecked by a 10% tax plus a city surtax. But if you are a hodler cashing out a long-term position, you pay nothing. The OPSEC warning. Keep your mouth shut in Split. Do not wear the merch. Do not talk about your portfolio at the bar. The walls have ears, and the bouncers have debts. Second, the remote executive. If you are on a W-2 or a traditional payroll, stay away. The social security burden here is designed to support a collapsing demographic pyramid. If you inadvertently trigger tax residency, you aren't just paying income tax. You are paying into a pension system you will never use, and a healthcare system you will pay twice for. The math simply does not work. Go to Dubai, go to Panama. Do not come here. Third, the retiree. It looks like the Mediterranean dream, but you are the primary target for the soft kidnapping, the extortion schemes. You are the one who will be targeted by the contractors who take a 50% deposit for a renovation and never show up. Furthermore, to get your residence, you must buy into the state health insurance, HZZO. In 2025, they often demand a back payment lump sum of the previous year's premiums just to let you enter the system. It's a €1,000 plus cover charge. You are viewed as a walking ATM. Proceed with extreme caution. Finally, the optimizer, the geo-arbitrager. You are looking for German efficiency at Balkan prices. That Croatia is dead. It died when the euro arrived. Now, you get Balkan efficiency at German prices. The rent is high, the service is slow, and the locals are losing patience with your presence. The arbitrage is gone. If you have the 2-year crypto hold, come for the tax break, stay for the summer, and leave before the winter depression, and the tax man sets in. For everyone else, the dossier is closed.